Bro, you good? Man, bro, you looking good, man. You looking good. I know it's been a minute. I know. But your boy is back. Back and better than ever. Kinda. I know I took a week off from the YouTube part. Things I haven't made a little video in a little minute. A lot of things have happened behind the scenes. And I have been actively trading, actively losing. But it is what it is. I wanted to give you guys a little market update as to what I'm looking at for the week. I'm currently in a trade as we speak, and learned a lot. Honestly, learned a lot within the past week of just being present in the markets. Trial and error, a lot of lost trades, but I've learned a lot of lessons. So that's all that really matters. So yeah, let's get straight into this freaking video, man. Real quick, let me just. Alright, I'm gonna minimize my screen. So the trade I'm in right now is EJ. Go to the hourly so you can get a further view of this. I saw an opportunity earlier this morning for buys for a bullish market that would come soon, and it's erupting as we speak. But within these past 2 weeks, the most valuable thing I've learned is just the power of conviction when it comes to your trades. I'm not gonna speak for y'all, but for me, I'm just gonna live and die by my trades from this point on. I feel a lot more. What do I feel? I just feel a lot more confident now. I'm just gonna live and die by it, because at the end of the day, let's say if I win, that's just what it is. I expected the TP to be hit at this point, and I make a certain profit. Cool. If I lose, this is a certain risk that I was willing to lose in the beginning of the trade. The only reason why I would be highly upset about losing a trade is because there is a certain amount of money that I risked or that I wasn't willing to risk. But each of my trades, I risk like $200. I'm chilling. I'm not really like losing sleep over $200. It is what it is until I build up the capital, which will then build up my leverage for me to take more risk on the next trade. But EJ, let me show you guys this position real quick. So I'm up 135, nothing crazy. Last week my brother was with me a lot. He's somewhere else now. He's at a camp, but he would see me being up in certain trades and be like, bro, close. But would it make sense for me to risk 200 every trade, but I'll be up like $100, $200, and would it make sense for me to close at $100? Would it make sense for me to risk 200 to make 100? Would y'all do that? Would y'all risk $2 to make $1? Would y'all lose? Basically, you're losing capital. And we're just putting it that way. We're losing capital that way. So I'm just gonna stand by my trades at this point. I'm standing by it. I'm not cutting things short. And if I lose, I lose. Like, I will see price come on. I see it sometimes coming down, and it will still maintain the structure. So it's just like, if it hits my stop loss, I'm not tripping. That's just, I may just get in again, or I may just be wrong completely. But as of right now, I'm cool. I'm cool. If this thing comes all the way down, I'm cool. I'm not stressing out about it. Now, let's say if it broke structure, like it broke here, then I'll probably get out, because that's a structure shift, and then that's just clear evidence that it's a shift in structure, and then we're going bearish. But as of right now, I'm fully bullish, and I'm not gonna just stalk the trade the whole entire time. And like, I've already gotten to a second entry. I have 2 entries, so I'm good. But EJ, the reason why I got in is because we did see this overall bullish market on the higher time frames, 4 hour, just continuing with this bullish push. And I saw on the hourly time frames that we had to pull back and push. So I used that opportunity to draw a fib from point A, point B, Point C is my favorable 61.8%. Also, we're at 166,680 on the higher time frames. Just using this long-term area of support and resistance. You can call it liquidity, whatever you want to call it, man. But I found this area highly respected on the higher time frames, and price was coming back to it. Just a simple break and retest type of situation here. Where I really decided to get in was on the 5 and 15 minute time frames, where I saw the exhaustion right here. And let me put this in red, but we saw this exhaustion. I like the look of that, but I didn't see any confirmation that we were going bullish until I let price cook up. Like I always say, you gotta let it cook up just a little bit. So I let it cook up, and on the smaller time frames, we saw a higher low, which is why I drew this right here. We saw this internal higher low right here, and then we kind of saw the push to the upside, slow push to the upside, further confirming the higher low as it's formulating that higher low as time progresses. That's where I really got in. Once I saw that, I felt that I didn't need to see anymore. We had enough confirmations, enough confluences that were going our way, that were indicating that we're going bullish. So therefore I got in. I don't want to wait too long, because let's say if I were to get in here, that risk to reward would be garbage. I would be having my stops there and TP all the way up there, but like as of right now, it would have been not even a 1-to-1. Whereas now, I think I got in around here, somewhere around there. Risk is down here, and as of right now, I'm up like a 1. Well, I was up 1-6. Right now, I'm up almost a 1-to-1. So I got in at a good position overall, meaning that my risk to reward is looking good. I'm targeting these highs that it was previously at. So let me bring that back. Go to the hourly. With that same risk, it's extended out all the way up here. So it's a 1 to 2.8, solid. If we wanted to, we could. It could kind of come up a little bit to reach a 1 to 3 potentially, but 1 to 2.8, which is solid, very solid. I like the way it's looking so far. There were many times where it did try to like scare me off with all of these wicks that we see. It looked like it was going to the downside where most people would get out, but me, like I said, conviction is everything. I'm staying in the trade. I'm being confident in my analysis. I already made the analysis. I already put in the hard work. The hardest part about it is the before the trade. I already did the work. I'm in the trade. I'm chilling. This is what I guess it is a very difficult part, but it's really easy. You don't have to make it difficult, but people overcomplicate the being in the trade. Just let it go. Just set the trade and go about your day. Something like that. Something like that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm exercising that today. Just letting it run. Honestly, if I lose, I lose. But gold. Let me show you real quick the other account. Actually, let me show you the other account. I'm up almost 1,000. As y'all can see, this is the funded. So I'm down like 3,000 on this account. Beforehand, I would be like almost stressing about that, but now I'm like, I understand the leverage in the size of my account. I can make 5,000, almost 10,000 in one trade alone if I'm exercising the proper risk management. That's all you got to do. It's risk management at the end of the day, and that's also what I'm exercising as well. Doing pretty well at that. Oh, this looking pretty good. Good. I like this. On the daily time frame, we've rejected this area. What do I want to call it? 34.30, 500. Let's call it. But as of right now, this is rejecting this previous area of resistance. I took some shorts last Friday up here, which I lost, but I was in profit at one point. This was a risky trade, counter trend. I thought that it was going to come down here a lot earlier than intended. It did come all the way down, but I shorted it a lot earlier, and I ended up losing. I was up like over 2,000 on my funded, and then I was up almost 700 with my personal. When it was down here, but ended up losing. Like I said, it is what it is. I'm willing to risk 200, and that's what I lost. I'm expecting to lose 200. Cool. On to the next trade. Now, if I make it, here's the thing with this trade. Here's the thing. Like I said, I was up $700, meaning that it took away all of the losses that I took previously, and I think I made a little bit of money on top. So it shows you really the power of risk to reward, or power of risk management, is that you can lose so many trades, but in one trade you can make all of it back. So the win rate for me doesn't really matter anymore. It's more of the risk management and the risk to reward nowadays for me. But that was a trade that I took last week, ended up losing. Now we're seeing this shift in structure, trying to push towards the upside. But I mean, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. For me, I'm not taking any longs until we get a break of structure, something like here. Let me go down to the 15. Yeah. I want to at least see a shift in structure where it comes up here, then gives us a pullback somewhere down here, and then we get a continuation move. But until now, I'm chilling. UJ, let me see. Choppy. I can't really say too much. I'm looking at it earlier. I was looking at more of a bearish setup. I'm tripping. More of a bearish setup due to it being at this previous area of resistance and also in coordinates with EJ. I'm sorry. No, I'm wrong. EJ, I'm bullish. UJ, this is the thing. It was kind of conflicting because I was looking at more bearish. I was looking at a bearish market based on the break of structure and coming back to this area of resistance. But due to the fact that I was bullish on EJ, these two conflicted with each other. So as of right now, this is pretty much in a standstill. I'm not really looking at anything right now when it comes to that. Whoa. It could push for a bearish trade. We'll see. Or a bearish move. Then we have GU. As of right now, this looks bearish based on this wick right here, based on that wick. But let me analyze a little further. So bearish, bullish. We do have this higher low on the higher time frames, basically that higher low. We have a counter trend line that was going bearish, but then price broke above it. But when it did break above, it's still respecting this area of resistance right here, followed up with this wick. So I'm not fully convinced that we're bullish yet until we get like some strong breakout candle. But excuse me, it looked like it was a strong candle, but then it pulled back. It came right back. So when I see a follow-up candle that comes right back into it, and on the higher time frames it reflects as a major, and I was about to say engulfing, but a major exhaustion candle, I'm not fully convinced that we're in a breakout or shift in structure type of situation. So I'll be chilling on this one until we get some more confirmation. But that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Trade is down bad, I won't lie. Let me go back to EJ. It's like EJ cannot make up his mind. Down bad. Let me see my position. I'm only up $50 now. The jump be shifting quick, but that's the trade. It is what it is. I'll talk a little more in the next video or another video about my psychology, how things have been within this period, but it is what it is. Catch you on the next trade or next video.